Alright, this video is going to be dedicated to my dad. He's actually on this flight right now, passing right by my house. NK815 to New Orleans on one of the newest planes in the fleet, Spirit 320neo 933NK. He's literally right out there somewhere, even though you can't see anything because it's dark and cloudy, but yeah, it's crazy. He's literally flying by right now. So, yeah, this one's for you, Dad. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite aviation channel. Today I'm finally bringing to you all another Lahore airport update. It's been quite a while since the last one, so I just want to thank everybody for your patience with me in getting this video out. It should be a pretty exciting video, so I hope you all enjoy. Let's get started. So today's airport update is going to be set between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. So you'll see some international flights along with some domestic flights. Nothing much else to talk about there. But first off, here at stand number 2, we have the PIA Boeing 777-300ER. Came in about 2 days earlier from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and it's just been sitting here. In terms of the PIA 777-200, which got impounded in Malaysia back in January, it's since been returned to revenue service. To put some context to that, PIA, they forgot to pay the lease payments for 2 of their 777s that have been leased from AerCap. They were on, I think, a 10-year dry lease, and they acquired them back in 2015. And for some reason, PIA didn't pay the lease payments on time. And so there's a lot of controversy behind why they even impounded the one plane in the first place. But AP-BMH got impounded in Kuala Lumpur back in January 15th, I think it was. And passengers got stranded for the flight back to Islamabad, so the plane didn't get to go back to Pakistan. It was stuck there for a few days until PIA finally paid the lease payments on time. Or not on time, but they paid the lease payments. And the plane was then allowed to go back to Pakistan. And it's back in revenue service along with the other plane, which was the retro livery 777. So yeah, it was a big hassle. I already made a video on it, as most of you probably already saw. But PIA, I don't know what to say about that. Starting with the terminal here, we got 2 AirBlue A320s. The one in the foreground at gate number 3 is getting ready to head over to Karachi as flight 401, and the one next to it at gate number 4 we headed it's headed over to Dubai as flight 410. And these are 2 new custom models. They're not new, but I redid them a few days ago, so the decals are brand new and everything. I think they look way better now than they did last time, so let me know what you think of them. Over here at gate number 7 we have the Etihad Airways Boeing 787-9. Just getting serviced in between flights. Came in from Abu Dhabi as flight 243. It's going to head back to Abu Dhabi as flight 244. And this flight's usually a mix between a 787-9 and a 777-300ER. So they usually alternate between which plane is operating on what day. Earlier today was actually a 777, but like I said, sometimes it's 787, sometimes it's a 777. Next to that, we have the British Airways Boeing 787-8. Just came in from London Heathrow as flight 259. It's going to go back to Heathrow in about 1.5 hours as flight 258. In terms of flights between the UK and Pakistan, surprisingly, there's not been much changes, even though there has been a new virus strain that's come out of the UK in recent months. Even in spite of that, Virgin Atlantic, British Airways, they've still been operating regular service between the UK and Pakistan, to more specifically Lahore and Islamabad, which is both surprising but also really good at the same time. It's good to see that the services have not been too negatively impacted, but it is kind of surprising because I thought they would definitely have canceled services or suspended services with regards to that new virus strain. But thankfully, services from British Airways and Virgin Atlantic, they're still operating like normal from what I could tell. And just over here taxiing in, we have the Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. Just came in a few minutes early from Dubai's flight EK624, or EK Aviation's airport, and it's going to be pulling into gate number 6 next to the Etihad 787. And to close off the update, we have a very special scene here. We got 2 Turkish Airlines Airbus A330s. One of them is operating an all-cargo flight. The other one is operating a regular passenger service. So we'll first start off with the A330-200 on the right side of the screen. So this Turkish Airlines Airbus A330-200 just came in from Istanbul as flight 714. This is the normally scheduled passenger flight. It's going to head back to Istanbul in about 2 hours as flight 715. Normally this is at 330-300. Same goes for Karachi and Islamabad during the winter and summer times, I believe. Usually Turkish is going to be operating the A330-300 on these flights. Uh, but occasionally they will send in a 200. Like a few days ago, they actually did fly a 200 on this flight. And I think during the spring and maybe the fall, that's when you usually see the 200 on the flights as well. But during the higher demand times, like summer and the winter, that's when they'll usually be flying the A330-300, the bigger planes. So this came from Istanbul. It's going to go back to Istanbul. This is the normal passenger flight. And last but not least, here we have the Turkish Airlines Airbus A330-300. Here it's stand number 10. Came in on an all-cargo flight from Colombo, Sri Lanka. It's flight 6105. And it's going to continue onwards to Istanbul with the same flight number. This actually happened a few weeks ago. Turkish flew a 330 from Colombo to Lahore on an all-cargo flight. They parked it right in this exact same spot. And then it flew onwards to Istanbul later on. So I decided to recreate that. It was actually here at the same time as the other Turkish flight, the regular Turkish flight. So I thought it'd be pretty cool if I recreated it. This is a relatively new model as well, the 330-300. First time I'm ever showing it in a video. But yeah, you'll definitely be seeing this model a bit more often in the Karachi videos and the Lahore videos, obviously. But yeah, this was a pretty cool addition to the update. They never really do cargo flights from Colombo to Lahore, Turkish. I don't know what the deal is because lately Qatar Airways, they've been doing Colombo to Lahore cargo flights. Sri Lankan has been doing their own cargo flights between Lahore and Colombo. And then recently Turkish has been doing it as well, which is really interesting to see. That's going to be it for the aircraft. And I have one last thing to show you before we finish the video. So if you've watched my St. Thomas Airport update, which was uploaded I think a few days ago, then you know that I mentioned that I completely redid that airport and redesigned it on its own sort of mat instead of it being physically on the table. I did the exact same thing with the Lahore airport. I actually made my own mat for the airport, as you can see here on some, cardboard. It used to be on the table, as you can kind of see some of the older remnants there. All the foils used to be actually stuck to the table, but I decided to completely redo it, put it on its own sort of mat here. In case I need to use the table for something else, I decided that this would make more sense. And so everything was completely redone. I redid the remote gates here, as you can see. Before they were a bit up here, which was completely wrong. They're actually in line with all the other ones. So it's like they're all like parallel to each other, if that makes any sense. So I redid that. It looks way better now. Added the foils up here, and then this part down here was also redone. Everything was redone actually, like I just said. And then I still have some work to do. I have to add the foils for this part, and that should be done by the next Lahore update. But that's just basically everything that I did. I also moved it. The entire airport used to be back there. The table was like perpendicular to where it is now. I moved it back here just to get better lighting, because before the lighting wasn't that good. Now it's way better, as you can clearly tell. Looks much nicer. And that's basically it. That's all I have for this update. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that like button, show your support. Really would appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps out, and I would definitely appreciate that as well. Go check out the previous video, the Allegiant New Routes video. A lot of people have been giving some nice feedback on it. They said it was a really good video. I'm really glad you all enjoyed it. If you have seen it, appreciate that. I got plenty of other stuff to come. I have a whole list of videos actually planned to come out over the next few days and weeks. The next video, I know you guys are expecting the AirSials. If you've seen my story on YouTube, I did make some AirSial custom models. Those should be premiering, making their first debut in the next Karachi update, the 5th anniversary of Karachi on this channel. Karachi Airport updates on the channel is going to be February 24th. In that video, AirSial is going to be making its debut on this channel in an airport update, so stay tuned for that. Sorry I couldn't show it in this video, but I was saving it for the very special Karachi 5th anniversary update, which is going to be coming out hopefully on February 24th. So yeah, that's it for now. Plenty of awesome videos to come out soon. Stay tuned. Hope you all are ready for it. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.